Welcome, interwebs, to FKxSV Adventures Vanilla Server. This is from my perspective, obviously. As you can see, no one else is here. No one, not at all. Forever alone. The tears. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that lonely. But when it rains, I stay indoors. Oh yes, because I don't like to be wet. Yeah, I like to leave reminders for myself so that I don't forget important things like not getting wet. So yeah, basically the purpose of this video is an introduction to this vanilla server and pretty much establish what I've done so far on this server. These are my dogs. This is Bolton. This is Xavier. And they had a baby and her name is Serenity. Where did she go? I think she got outside somehow. I can hear her whining. She probably wants back inside. Well, that she shouldn't have jumped out in the first place. No, I'm not that mean, but I don't think she wants to come in. Do you want to come in? What's wrong? Oh, you want to come in? Come in. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Xavier, Bolton, those are both guys' names. Well, I kind of didn't put that together till after they had the baby. So, fuck logic. Anyways, there's my dogs. I found them in the tundra nearby, and I got some bones off of some skeletons that died in a fire. It's pretty effortless, really. These bones I got recently from killing a couple skeletons hiding in my mini mine. And I have notes here. And one of the things you'll know about me is, if you're ever on my servers, is that I always have tons of notes all over the place reminding me of stuff, reminding people of stuff. But, oh, hey Serenity, why don't you go inside the house and be, obedient like your parents and just sit there. How about you sit here? That sounds good. Anyways, but yeah, here's another little note, telling my business partner, Shivan, that she's awesome, because she is. And I have a farm here. This farm was pretty easy to make because there was tons of grass. As you can see, there's still a ton of grass. So I got lots of seeds and I started planting, and now I have a pretty adequate amount of bread and whatnot. So eating food shouldn't be an issue anymore. So that's something I did in the first couple of hours of this server and whatnot. I would have showed that in recording, but I didn't know it was capable of recording. One of the reasons I haven't been recording is because I thought my computer wasn't capable of handling it. I guess this isn't so because I seem to be doing fine. The potatoes and the carrots I got off of a village nearby, and some pumpkins were over there in the distance. But yeah, it was pretty straightforward, pretty quick and simple. I didn't want to be starving, so I planted it directly towards this natural pond. And after I got some iron, I made this extra little river here for additional farmage. And over here, we have a birch farm tree. Now, the reason I like using birch is because they don't grow that high. So I can cut through these pretty fast and get a pretty good amount of logs. And, well, one of my issues that I've developed through Godson's server, I don't know if you know who that guy is, but in Godson's server, they made a really big deal about leaves floating. And that stuck to me because, well, it looks really ugly and unnatural. So I try to kill all the logs and make sure all the leaves decay so it looks fine. And with birch wood, because they don't grow that high, you don't have to deal with the oak monstrosities where they get ridiculously big, and then clearing it can be a real pain, especially if you don't have flint and steel. So that's why I pretty much am running birch. And notice also that for the most part, I leveled these, they're lined up, and they're all on one level. Like this is floor 1, floor 2. So that way you don't have to do too much jumping and too much placing down footsteps and stuff like that. So it's really fast. This right here is another interesting technique. It's pretty good, especially in hardcore, because what happens is when you start off no food and you're jumping all the time, you lose food faster, which means you can end up starving, especially if you can't find anything. Well, what these steps do is they let you just walk up the hill, so that way you're not using up so much food. And while we're talking about little nifty tricks, I'm going to go ahead and show this one as well. This door contraption, notice that there's 2 trap doors in front of it. The reason I did this is because this is a hard setting. I know if you saw my options, this says peaceful, but that's a lie. It's actually the server difficulty setting is hard, so the zombies, obviously it's not peaceful. You can see the mobs spawning, but the zombies will break down these doors. And the cool thing about having these trapdoors is, well, it's pretty easy to open up if you want to let people in or whatnot. I'm sure they can open it too if they want. But the zombies are stupid. So they'll break down the doors and they'll stand right here in front of the trapdoors and it won't do anything. So you can just stand back and just kind of, AFK and do something important. But that's the purpose of this contraption. So it's pretty nifty. I didn't know it was actually gonna work or not. I tested it out and I was like trying to cook and I heard the zombies banging, so I was kind of like looking over my shoulder while I'm cooking to see if they actually broke it down. Over here is a small mine. It's not really crazy. It's not like a big branch mine like that. This is pretty much here for the sake of I used it to dig out like some cobble, dig out some. Oh Jesus! Don't do that to me, dog. Oh my gosh, like my heart is racing right now. That scared the crap out of me. But yeah, it's just a quick little branch mine for the sake of digging out some coal and some things. Why are you so sad? Did someone punch you? Did someone hit punch me? Like I'm fine. And this up here is a small little house that I made for anyone new that wants to spawn in here and whatnot. And basically, the purpose of this is a vanilla server. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with the Rangan guy. Like he wants to build pixel art somewhere, which I guess isn't that big of a deal, but it kind of disappointed the what you call this thing, the pixel art aspect of this. So I'm probably gonna end up de-upping him or forcing him to be survival, so he builds all his pixel art in survival mode, because like that's the point of the vanilla map, is to build survival mode. Of course, I don't mind switching back to the minigame land if you just want to do pixel art in minigame land. Like that's fine to me too. So I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But yeah, it pretty much has all the essentials. I have a little bit of equipment for people if they want to start out with some equipment, some charcoal, if they want to cook some meat and stuff. And of course, I always leave notes. I am famous for notes. Not really famous, but if you get on my servers, you'll notice I do lots of notes type stuff. And I found 2 cows in this area, like literally only 2 cows. I have no idea where they are. They could be dead now. So I was telling people, don't kill the cows, basically. But well, basically that's the point of that thing. And label everything. Yeah, I label everything is what I meant to say. And I love to do navigation so people know what's going on. The towns to the north over there I got to experience the first zombie invasion. I've been playing this game for a while, but I've never dealt with a zombie invasion yet, so that was quite an experience. And apparently protections turned off. I think that has to do with the golems. So there were no iron golems there, and it was intense because there were like literally 50 zombies that I had to fend off, and it got so overwhelming that I had to barricade myself inside the house like a pussy. But well, to be honest, I didn't survive. I died, and I had to go back during the day to get my stuff. But it was pretty intense. I had only a stone sword and it ended up breaking. This sword was actually very lucky because there were 3 zombies in a chest within the town. So I got to basically make a sword right off the bat. But it was pretty intense because like my inventory is almost full, and I had to juggle around like making sticks and actually making a sword, and there were like villagers getting attacked around me, and I'm like thinking to myself like, zombies please don't attack me while I'm building a sword. And it was a pretty scary situation. I really enjoyed it, and I do it again. But anyways, I pretty much showed you the entire village. Like there's not much to this spawn area right now, so I'll probably conclude this episode for now. Hey creeper, why are you creeping, creeper? Why are you creeping around me, creeper? So anyways, yeah, this is pretty much a test to see if this works. And if this works, I'll go ahead and upload this as a quick little introduction video to this little server, or rather the vanilla map on this server. And if it turns out pretty good, then I'll go ahead and probably make a little mini series, because why the heck not? It sounds like fun. I'm enjoying myself, and I look forward to whatever happens on this server, and I look forward to horses. So without further ado, I'll see you later, audience. You have a good day. I mean that. I mean that. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes and tell me I don't mean that, because I do. I do. I mean it so much. I just wanna express how much I mean it. Have a good day.